What's up, everybody? Hi. What's good, YouTube? Today, I decided to start the series of you guys getting to know me a little bit better. How y'all like that? And I figured you guys should know, like, who I am, where I came from, my life story. What's up, Black Knight? And I'm not sure how long it's going to be. Thank you, King. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about. I'm not even sure if I'm going to keep doing them live. But this is just going to be an ongoing series of who I am. Viewer discretion is advised. There's going to be times where, what's up, Big Paper? What up, Mary? What's up, Big Boy? There's going to be times where I'm going to talk about some explicit things. Jesse, what up? Thank you, Philip. There's going to be times when I'm talking about sad things, depressing things. I went through a hell of a life. And, eventually, well, part of this story is going to be part of my personal statement when I go to college. The other part of it is going to be, I don't like that light. The other part of it is going to be maybe a book I might write. Especially if I get accepted to the law school that I want to go to, then it's definitely going to be a part of the book. I'm trying to see if I can. I know, right? Y'all haven't heard from me in a while. Well, y'all have. You haven't been around this boy. What up, Teaspoon? Okay, that should be better. So, first, before I start, look what I got, y'all. My Live Life for a Living shirt. Y'all see my rose? I ain't got fat. But by Nick and Carla. Y'all see it? Live Life for a Living. Y'all go to their website and pick up their merch. It's a good cause. They always talk about living life for a living, and that's what life is all about. It's just, live life for a living. Don't work for a living. Live life for a living. So if you support the cause, go to their website and pick up some merch. Okay. Oh yeah, I hate I-80. What's up, Miss Pinky? So let's see, where do I start? It's story time. I don't know how long the story is gonna be. So kind of nervous. Yeah, he's doing better. Bear's doing a lot better. So y'all, let me get through this. Okay, so I guess the basics. I was born 35 years ago. I'm 35 years old. I'm not gonna read comments right now. I'll go back to it. So the last comment was, "You looking extra cute tonight. I see you. Thank you, Miss Pinky." Yeah, I ate Terry J. Rich on there and shit down. Okay, what up, dog? What up, Michelle? So the last comment, Michelle. So okay, boring stuff. I was born. It's hot in here. Hold on. Anyway, I was born 35 years ago. I'm 35 years old, May 20th. And my life started out extraordinary because I was supposed to not even be here. I wasn't supposed to be here. My mom, when she was pregnant with me, they said that I was a tumor. And they told her to get surgery to get the tumor removed. And she told them no, she wasn't getting surgery. She doesn't want to get under the knife, blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, it was a whole entire baby. I was born, I think, a little under 2 pounds. So I was really premature. Had tubes in my head, heart murmurs, like a hole in my heart. Like, I looked translucent, looked like an alien. Should not be here. And here I am. So a lot of stuff that happened early on in my life, I think, as a childhood, like, being premature, I think that has to do with a lot of the disabilities that I've encountered in college, like learning disabilities and stuff like that, which that's going to come later down on this in these stories. But um, I may have been diagnosed with autism, but I don't really know. There's a spectrum of autism, so it's not like you're like autistic but there's different forms of it. Anyway, so I grew up in California. This is just the boring stuff. The juicy stuff is going to come a little bit later, which I'll probably skip to that because I don't want to bore you guys to death. But I was born in California in LA. I moved around a lot, ended up in Las Vegas. I ended up living with my mom. My mom was a lady of the night and a madam. My brother was a pimp. They're probably gonna kill me for saying this, but I am living unapologetic. This is my version of living unapologetic because I don't have anything that I'm sorry for. Everything that I went through made me who I am today. But so yeah, my mom was a madam and the lady of the night. My brother was a pimp. No, he was not pimping my mom, neither was he pimping me. But I ended up being in that industry as well. We'll get to that later too. But growing up, I had a lot of abuse in my family. I saw my mom get beat by so many different men. I remember a time we were running from this guy, and when we got home, like we ran from Vegas to the state line and then back to Vegas when we went home. And when I got home, I picked up an ice pick and I had it in my lap because I was ready for him to come so I could stab him with it. I think I was like 6 years old at that time. My mom dated a lot of men that came in and out of our life because, like I said, she was a lady of the night. So this one guy in particular, I'll leave his name out of it, but he molested me from the age of 9 years old until 14. And like I said, there was a lot of abuse in my family, so I'm not sad for that. What's up, Wendell? But like I said, that made me who I am today. I used to be a tomboy because of that. I did not like to wear makeup or cute clothes or nothing like that because I didn't want him to look at me. I wouldn't take showers because I didn't want him to touch me. I thought if I stunk, the more I stunk, the less he would touch me. And I told my mom about it, and she asked him what happened. He said he thought she was me. I was her. He said he would never do it again, when she didn't. And how I found out, like, to tell her, and this is important to talk about because I was watching TV. Remember Sally Jesse Raphael? If you're old enough to remember that show, it was a show called Sally Jesse Raphael, and there was the title said "Mommy, Daddy molested me." So it was kids coming on there telling their mom that their dad molested them. And I was like, well, what does molest mean? And she told me, and I was like, well, he did that to me. And then she called him over. She asked him. He said why he did it. And she stayed with him. Then he stopped molesting me, but he started molesting all of my friends. He was a pedophile. And me and my mom moved to Moreno Valley. And my friends would call me when I was out there, and they would tell me, like, all the stuff that he would do. So he was the candy man. He would have, so back then we would have HBO, and he would have a video recorder, like you could record shows off the TV. So he would get pay-per-view, and those red glasses, yep, he would get pay-per-view, and he would record every single show or movie or fight on pay-per-view. What up, Brandon? And then we're just talking about my life story if y'all are interested, all 14 of y'all. So then he would record them, and then he would sell them or rent them out to people in the neighborhood. Then he would have all the candy. He would have popsicles. He would sell that. He was a candy man. You know, in the projects, he got the candy man. He sold little Kool-Aid in a cup, the styrofoam cup. He sold candy. He sold popcorn. He sold chips. He sold pickles with Kool-Aid. movies. He rented out movies. And then all the kids loved him. So they would come and spend the night at his house. Me and my mom were gone. I don't know why we left. But we would spend the night at his house and all kind of stuff. And I mean, they would. And my friend would tell me all the stories. So he ended up dying. He had a heart attack. And then when I was 16, me and my friend, the same friend, we moved back to Vegas, but the same friend, we would always ditch school together. Why am I glowing? Because of the new light that I got. Look, this is the mirror. Oh, I can't show you. Well, see, hold on. Y'all got me sidetracked. My daughter bought me this mirror. See? That's why I'm glowing. Okay, and I did my makeup. I put on my new little eyeshadow. I'm like so lost with eyeshadow, I forgot how to do it. But so we moved back and we would ditch school a lot. And I guess this title of this video is gonna be like awareness, bring awareness to sexual assault, because that's a big thing in families. And I guess this is what I'm gonna talk about today. So when I came back, we would ditch school with this guy. He was like, we were 16, he was like 21. And he would buy us alcohol and stuff, and we would ditch school and drink alcohol. And one day he poisoned me. He put something in my alcohol. My mom used to let us drink. She was like, you can't drink out on the street, you can only drink when you're at home. So we was drinking Boone Farm. Remember Boone Farm? Damn, I feel old. Do they still sell that? Boone Farm. So yeah, we were drinking Boone Farm, and he had put something in it. So she was already asleep. My friend was asleep. My mom was in the room doing drugs, and he was already planning on doing something to me. And I would always turn him down. He wanted to marry me. He was Mexican, so I turned 16, and the whole quinceañera thing, and he was like, that's my rite of passage, and I should marry him now. He loved the hell out of me. He was 21. He was cool until this happened. So this is a crazy story. I want to tell y'all about this. So this is part of the story that's going to be on my personal statement as well, for law school. So he was already planning on doing something to me. I later found out. But while my mom was in there doing drugs, she ran out. And he was her supplier. He would supply her with the drugs. And so my mom was like, come in here, I need some more drugs, whatever. I heard that. I was like groggy. I couldn't move my body. I couldn't move off the couch. I could hear everything. I just couldn't see. I couldn't get up. I was like stuck. I felt paralyzed. And he was like, well, he was like, it's gonna be money or something. He said something about money. And she was like, I don't have no money. And he was like, well, I need something. And she was like, you can have my daughter. I heard that loud and clear, because at this point I'm hearing this exchange, and she was just like, hurry up so you can give me my shit. And I'm trying to get up off the couch, and I can't fucking get off the couch. I can't move. And I remember him molesting me. I don't know if I want to go in detail, but this is warning, any children watching explicit content, turn the channel. You're not supposed to be watching this particular channel at this particular time, okay? Viewer discretion advised. But he put his penis in my mouth. I tried to bite it. He ejaculated in my mouth. Then he went to the bathroom. He got a towel. It was cold and wet, and he didn't even squeeze it out. And he wiped my mouth off. And then he went back in the room. I was knocked out by that. Because, okay, so mind you, I got molested from the age of 9 to 13 before this happened. 4 years, 5 years. So then when this happened, I was already paralyzed from the alcohol, whatever he put in it. But I was even more paralyzed because I was afraid to move, because I was afraid he was going to do something to me if he knew that I knew that he was doing that to me. So I was afraid to I was just paralyzed, scared, paralyzed. Don't be sorry, y'all. I'm not sad by it. Like I said, it made me into the woman I am today. I'm not telling y'all this story for a sob story or nothing like that. This is to empower other women that's been through the same thing I have. Like, I should be dead. I should be cracked out somewhere. I should be anywhere else but here right now. So this is a testimony, a story to other women or girls who've gone through or who are going through what I'm going through right now. So the next morning, my brother ended up coming. This is the crazy part about this whole story. Y'all gonna see, if y'all follow this story, you're gonna see how my brother always shows up. I have a brother, yes. He always shows up during the worst time of my fucking life. But he's no help. No fucking help at all. This is the worst part about being molested. I told my brother, he took me out to breakfast, to lunch that day. And I told him what happened. And I'm sorry to hear that, big boy. And you know, he told me, he said, what did you do to him? I'm like, I didn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. He said, you probably seduced him. That's what he told me. You probably seduced him. You're my brother. You're supposed to like beat his ass or something, not blame it on me. But like I said, he was a pimp back then, so I couldn't expect him to. I don't know. But so then after that happened, my mom was like strung out, crazy, just doing crazy shit. She used to like threaten me. I had to run away from home so many times. Like I remember one time I ran away from home and ran. So in Vegas, we were on this block, between Washington and Bonanza, and I had to run to Rancho, to the Winchell's donut place. If you guys are familiar with Vegas in that area, I had to run to Winchell's to use the payphone to call my dad so he could come get me. But he lives in California. He couldn't come get me, but he ended up coming in. He ended up sending for me. I went with him, and I was living with him, and then I was doing good. I was in cheerleading. I was in ROTC. I was in track and field. My life was better. But whenever I didn't, my dad was a military man. He was in the Army. So whenever I didn't do what he wanted me to do, he would threaten to send me back home to Vegas. And I was like, no, please don't send me. I would scream and cry, please don't send me back to Vegas. But I never told him what happened to me. Until one day I told him what happened, and he flipped. Like, he fucking lost it. And he told me he would never send me back. So then later on down the line, I wanted to go back to Vegas because I was getting bullied in California. When I would cheerlead, we would do this cheer, and they were like, we would have to introduce ourselves as cheerleaders. And when it was my turn to introduce myself, they would throw rocks at me and call me Earthworm Jim. Instead of me saying my name, the whole crowd would say, Earthworm. Like, that shit still bothers me to this day. They would call me Earthworm Jim and throw rocks at me. So I wanted to go back to Vegas because I didn't get bullied in Vegas. So I went back to Vegas, ended up getting pregnant with my daughter Adriana, who's currently pregnant with twins now. And I was a little hoe back then. I was running the streets. Like, my mom couldn't do nothing. She wasn't trying to fuck with me like that. She wasn't, you know, doing anything. She was just doing drugs. My brother took me in for a little bit, and I can't explain that. I can't tell that story. It was just horrific. He never touched me, but the shit that he did, boy, I wouldn't wish that upon nobody. And then I ended up getting pregnant, had a daughter, and that's where this story is going to end. That's where it's going to end. Well, no, it's not going to end there, because we're still on a molestation thing. So, I loved it. I had 2 jobs. I got pregnant by a 25-year-old. I was 16. I had her at 17. I got 2 jobs. And I basically took care of myself. And then I had my daughter on May 12th. My birthday's on May 20th, so she was due on May 20th, but I had her a week early. And then fast forward to her being 3. No, well, wait, rewind. So then when she was like 1.5, I got pregnant again by another dude I was dating. So the first dude, he was 25, and he was crazy as shit. He was batshit crazy, really possessive, really controlling. He wanted to marry me. He wanted me to have a whole bunch of kids. He followed me to school. He followed me home. He would stay outside away from me. He would try to, you know, like in between periods, we would have to, it was outside campus, so when you walk to another class, you could see the street, and he would be on the street waiting for me. I told him it wasn't his baby, so he could stay the fuck away from me, because he was crazy. And at that time, I didn't know it was like statutory rape or anything. I probably would have called the police on him. So then I started working at this job and met this guy, and he wanted to have a baby. He wanted to marry me. We were engaged to be married and everything. I think I was proposed to a total in my life like 6 times. And everything was great. Everything was going good, like great, right? Had the baby, Trinity, my second daughter, and we were living life. We were engaged to be married. Things were good. Then he started acting weird as shit. You know how he got me pregnant? He molested me because he wanted me to give him head. I would not do it because of how I got molested, and I didn't like it. It disgusted me, and I wouldn't do it. He would only have sex with me, or try to, when I was asleep. He would not touch me when I was awake. He only wanted to just rub himself, grind against me, and spoon me, and do it that way. He wouldn't penetrate me or anything. And he almost penetrated me one time. He ejaculated. I got fucking pregnant with Trinity. But I didn't say anything about it. I didn't do anything about it because, 1, I was scared. 2, I figured since I'm not giving him what he wants, he deserves it. He deserves to take it because I'm not doing it. I don't want to suck his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what he wants, and because I won't give it to him, then he deserves to molest me. That was my theory at that time. And so I got pregnant. I had Trinity. And then when Adriana was 3, me and him broke up. At this point now, we were broken up for about 2 years because he went AWOL and like just left. I don't know where he went. He just left. And I don't even remember that part of the story. But I remember meeting Ernest's dad, my son's father. And at the time, we were just dating. He was my boss where I was working at. And Trinity was at her dad's house. Adriana, I asked him if he could take Adriana and Trinity that day. I asked him if he could take Adriana and Trinity because I was going on a date, so I needed somebody to watch them. He said he would. Now, his family is great. His family is awesome. I feel sick. I've been drinking ginger ale. I've been nauseous all day. His family is like super awesome. So I didn't have a problem leaving my little girls with them. So, but I didn't know I was leaving them with him by himself in a hotel room. He molested my daughter. He molested Adriana. He didn't molest Trinity. He molested Adriana. So me and my boyfriend at the time came back from the date, and there's a note, a sticky note, because at that time we didn't have cell phones or nothing like that. I didn't have a pager. I had one when I was with Adriana, but I didn't have one with Trinity. So my mom left a sticky note, come to the hospital. We're at this hospital. So I go to the hospital, and she tells me that such and such, Trinity's dad, molested Adriana. I'm like, yeah, fucking right. He wouldn't do no shit like that. Mind you, this is the man I met in church. We were working together. We used to go to church together. We went to church on New Year's. We went to church on Halloween. We went to church on Christmas. All the holidays we spent in church. This is a church-fearing, God-fearing man. This is there's a story behind that too, so I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But I didn't believe her. I'm like, yeah, right, he didn't do that shit. So they were in there interviewing Adriana at the time and explaining to me what they're gonna do next. So at this time, the detectives are interviewing her. She's 3 years old. They're interviewing her, and she tells them everything that happens. Her words were, he put his hot dog on a stick in my Susie. Now, that's the little pet name that I would give my children. You can't say a JJ or nothing like that. Say Susie. So she said he stuck his hot dog on a stick because that's all she knows with a long thing. I never ate. I never ate corn dogs ever again. Really, after that, I just like the bread. I don't even eat them. For real, I don't. But it's funny. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be laughing. But so then they were looking for him. After that, they gave her a rape kit. I couldn't believe that. Like, that fucked with me. At first I thought my mom was lying on him because every boyfriend that I had up until that point, my mom tried to break us up so she could have him. She dated at least two of my boyfriends. So I thought this is one of her tactics. You're just trying to get him because he's a good man and you're just fucking with me. But when I heard my daughter say those words, I was like, this is happening. So then they tried to question me because I wouldn't cry. I wasn't crying. I wasn't sad. I didn't know how to handle that. I was numb. Like, mind you, I'm the one who got molested, like all these years and by two different men, and this is happening again to my daughter. So when they found him, well, before this happened, I was doing her hair. Black families, this is another reason why they was questioning me. Because a few nights later, I started doing her hair. I was braiding her hair, and I was dipping her hair, and she moved, and the braids fell on her back. The water gave her third-degree burns. So she ended up in the hospital. And they thought this was all a ploy to kill my daughter. They thought me and him were in on it, and they were trying to take my daughter from me. Yes, I was being careless by dipping her hair, but I don't want to hurt my daughter, and I had nothing to do with him doing anything to her. So they cleared me of charges. But now while we're in the hospital, and I'm gonna read y'all comments later, I'm in the hospital with my daughter, and their family, his family is calling, threatening me. You lied on him. He would never do that to her. Why would you say that? How could you do this? Because the detectives had found him, and he was in the interrogation room being questioned by the detectives. And while he's being questioned by them, his family is calling me at the hospital, and we had to put her under protective security or something because it was threatening us. Come to find out, he admitted to the whole thing. He confessed. He confessed to everything that he did and how he did it and all of that. He didn't say why. He confessed. So me and the family mended ties or whatever. Then they kidnapped Trinity. For about a year, I couldn't find her. They kidnapped my daughter. I couldn't find my daughter. Oh boy, her dad was in jail. He's serving 10 to life. This was in 2002. He's still in jail to this day. And then fast forward to 2006, and I'm gonna rewind though because there's stuff that happened between that time, but this has to do with the whole sexual assault thing. In 2006, I got raped, and I got pregnant. 2005, 2006, yeah. I got raped, and I got pregnant, and I wanted to get an abortion, but I didn't have the money, and ended up keeping the baby. And he is the heart of my life. I love him to death. That's my baby boy, Jaden. That's my baby. Like, I'm so glad I did not get an abortion. How stupid of that would that been? I know, I get it. Pro-life, choices and all that stuff. Yeah. I feel like this. If I didn't make enough money to get an abortion within 10 days of conceiving, I'm not getting one, because after 10 days there's a heartbeat and I'm not trying to kill no baby. So I don't agree with abortions, but I'm not against it and I'm not for it. It just depends on the circumstance. And in this circumstance, I didn't have the money to get one and I ended up keeping it. And that's where I'm going to end the story. I just want to say, if you or you know somebody that's going through sexual assault, you know, it's not, there's people out there that you can talk to. There's hotlines you can call. There's people you can talk to. You're not alone. Don't be afraid. And if you know anything and it's a child, you have to say something. Don't hide that shit. If you suspect anything, say something. Don't hide it. Because there are children that don't have a voice. They think that these people that love them are going to protect them, and they think it's okay. They don't know that what's happening to them is wrong. So if you know anybody that is being sexually assaulted, or if you know anybody that is, you know, the suspect, you need to say something. You can't live with yourself if you don't. And that's some real shit. So that concludes part 1 of DollFace, Life of DollFace. I don't even know what I named this video. But that's just the first 16 years of my life. But he got convicted and he's serving 10 to life. He's been in jail since 2002. It's 2020, damn near. He's still in jail. I don't know when he's getting out, but Trinity will be 18 next year in July. So she could choose to do what she wants to do when she turns 18. But for now, he is not allowed around her. I don't want him around her. All right, let's see what y'all comments are. Okay, you're always going without the light. Unfortunately, a lot of young children are abused by family and people who they are supposed to trust. Sorry you went through that. Don't be sorry. It's okay. It is sad, but don't be sorry for me. I'm sorry to hear that. That's crazy that happened to you. I was molested by my auntie. Wow. What a Mocha gang. Mocha gang. Mocha DMG. Why I keep calling you Mocha gang? Greetings from Kingston, Georgia. Just tuned in. What's up, Hired Gun? At the house relaxing with a nice glass of bourbon. Teaspoon all. What's up, Ante? Hansley? I'm starting night transportation tomorrow. Congratulations. I don't like that. Imagine being in the basement for months from your family and having somebody you thought you were in love with have their way with you and see your name in the papers. Good evening. Missing 19-year-old girl. If seen, please contact the FBI. Then finds you. Whoa, who was that? Was that you? Yeah, it was me, and it changed my life, because when you trust somebody you never knew, it could be you one day, telling a story that is embarrassing at first, but to be strong, you have to share. But I'm sorry that you went through that. That's crazy. I wouldn't wish that upon nobody, man. It's real out here. They taking these little young women for sex trade. They're taking them for organs. It's crazy. You're a strong woman. Stay like that and keep doing the best you can for your kids and yourself. Thank you, AC. What's up, Ted? What's up, Corey? I put you in tears. I'm sorry, Teaspoon. I don't want to hurt nobody or hurt anybody's feelings. It's just, I get judged a lot for me being who I am and doing what I do and doing what I did, and they don't understand me. I'm a complex person. But if it wasn't for what I went through, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I wouldn't have the drive that I have. I wouldn't have the ambition that I have. I mean, I wouldn't have the character that I have. Like, I feel like I have to share it. I feel like it's my duty to share it, because you never know who's going through the same thing. So you share it. And maybe it uplifts somebody. Maybe it might bring tears to somebody's eyes, but they know that they're not alone. So maybe I will start, making these videos, because when it comes to stuff like this, at the end of the video, I want to put up, hotline numbers, the national hotline for missing and abducted children and abused children, and suicide hotlines and stuff like that, because I think it's needed. We need to spread the word. But I'm not sad. There's rarely anything that bothers me about my life. There's only one part of my life that it's hard to talk about. I have flashbacks. I still to this day am scared for my life. I don't like sitting in one spot. I'll get to that later on in the series. Tomorrow I'll probably talk about, or not tomorrow, the next video will probably be about the next chapter in my life, which was raising 4 children as a single mother. I was with Ernest's dad for 7 years. So I'll talk about that part of my life, what I did during that time and how I got through and what I did. There's like different segments. We have that, and then after me and Ernest broke up, then that starts a whole new chapter in my life. And then that's when I was on the path of being better, doing better. So, let's see. No, it's not that. It's just life, and if you ain't human, you're going to have feelings and wish you had somebody with the same situation, become stronger together, and live life better. Exactly. Keep being often DollFace. Everyone is complex in one way or another. That's true. That is true. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Tomorrow, I'm delivering in the caves. Can you believe that? Yes. But my appointment isn't until, what the hell bit me? My appointment isn't until 6:30, and I'm 3 hours away, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be sitting at the truck stop all day. I shut down at like 7. So that means I'll be getting up at 5 a.m. But why get up at 5 a.m.? But yeah. Keep your head up. I am in Missouri. Yes, I am. Keep your head up, and you hear something, see something, say something. Don't hold it in. I volunteered for CASA, and when you're a CASA volunteer, you are court appointed to report. And I remember hearing a child below me crying, screaming bloody murder, like that child was being tortured, and the child was being abused. The guy got indicted for felony child abuse or something like that. He pled out, so we didn't have to go to trial. It was crazy, but I mean, imagine if I didn't say anything. That kid would be dead right now. So, it's sad. I hate that. Like, part of my life, like, part of what I want to do is I want to save all the kids, right? I love fucking children. You don't understand how bad I love children. The older I get, the more obsessed with them I get. Like, I just want more kids. I want more babies. I want to see them grow and laugh and play. I love children of all ages, right? And I feel like if I can't have them all, then I could try to save them all. And I know I can't save them all. It's going to be like a lost cause to try to save them all. But I want to help. And I don't know how I can do it. I feel myself like, I say I want to work for the Innocence Project and exonerating innocent men and women. But I feel like as a mom, I have to protect children. I feel like I need to protect children. I don't feel like I need to exonerate innocent men and women. I need to protect these kids that's out here hurting and being abused. I was just watching court TV. I don't remember if I told y'all this, but this mom just got sentenced. She just got found guilty of felony child abuse, child neglect, child endangerment, all like the whole book, because the baby was 4 months old and weighed 7 pounds, just a few ounces more than the baby was at birth. And the baby died, not from child neglect, like not from starving to death because it was only 7 pounds. The fucking baby died from fucking E. coli because the diaper rash. The diaper hadn't been changed from between 9 to 12 days. There was maggots on this child's butt eating at its flesh. And the baby got E. coli and died from E. coli infection. That's what I want to help. I want to save those type of children. I want to fight for those children. That would bring tears to my eyes. Like, I couldn't even imagine. They just put the baby, this is how you know something was wrong. So the mom wrapped the baby in the blankets and left it in a chair. And the baby would get cold, shiver. So they put more blankets on the baby. The baby is shivering because the diaper is fucking wet. And then if you're just throwing blankets on top of the baby, then they're gonna sweat and then they're gonna get cold again. Any of this group who ride motorcycles and really care about kids should look into BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse. Wow, that's powerful. I'll look that up. I don't ride bikes though, but I'll look it up. What about TACA, Truckers Against Child Abuse? That could be a good one. I said it first, live on YouTube. TACA, if it's not already a thing. Yeah, but I want to save those. I want to protect those children. But that's what a CASA volunteer is. CASA volunteers are somebody, one of my moderators. Can y'all get that, please? CASA volunteers are advocates, court-appointed special advocates there for children, or they're called guardian ad litem, which is basically you're the child's guardian at this point. You're court-appointed to represent the child instead of, you know how parents have, say for example, there's child abuse going on. The child gets removed from the home. The parents got to go to court, but the child needs, you know, somebody to take care of them, somebody to have their back, somebody to represent them. So that's where a CASA volunteer comes in, or a guardian ad litem. Just depends on where you're at. And I want to do that. But you can't have a full-time job. I don't know how they do it, because you can't really have a full-time job. But I feel like if I was a prosecutor, if I was a paralegal, or if I was working in the legal profession, it would be easier for me to be a CASA volunteer. My boss would probably really understand, because in one shape or form or another, we're probably representing their parent, you know what I'm saying? So, or prosecuting their parent, whichever case may be. But I've done that before. I want to get back into it. I just want to get into the legal field. And with tax time right around the corner, it's looking like very promising. Use my income tax to pay for the courses and get my paralegal certificate, find a paralegal job that's paying well, and get off this truck. That is the goal. What up, Chris? So, yes. Anywho, what else can we talk about? It was so serious. I was just bored because I gotta sit here and wait all day tomorrow. Has anybody ever delivered to craft at the caves? Maybe I should go early so I could take a walk around. Can I do that? Is there like somewhere to park? Is there a staging area? That could be put together. Look at what the bikers do. It takes a lot of time. They volunteer to guard the child, go to court with them, and be the bodyguards while danger still exists. Oh, that's awesome. Truckers Against Child Abuse would be good too. Bikers are already like scary looking, but imagine having like a convoy of trucks there to support a child that went through child abuse. You know how powerful that would be? That would be powerful. Oh, that would be powerful. Oh, that just brings me chills. I love stuff like that. I want to help. But things are looking up. Things are looking up. The new year is here. I'm making better money. Income tax is coming. Things are about to be great. But yeah, I'm gonna record the whole cave thing, so you guys probably won't see that until like next week. I'm about to reduce my merch to like a couple of designs and just try to push that as much as possible. So it won't be any more trucker tees and stuff like that. It's just gonna be one thing. When are your twin grandbabies due? I'm a fraternal twin and my brother is my best friend. Oh, really? They're fraternal twins too. I wanted them to be identical, but I don't know if I can handle that. Nah. It's good enough having twins. Like, I don't think I can handle identical twins, but they're due August 4th. So we'll see what happens. I just told her just hold off until July 16th. That's my 1 year anniversary. Then I could take FMLA as long as I need to. Okay? So just I need her to hold off, keep them babies in there until July 16th, and I'll be happy. At one time, I thought about being a CASA volunteer. At the time, I worked a lot and decided against it. I didn't want to let the kids down. I feel you have to be 100% committed and if involved in it. That's true. That's true. You're a very active BACA chapter in Northwest Georgia, but they're nationwide. Okay, I'll look into it. They probably have something in Houston, probably. Y'all, I curled my hair. So this is a wig, right? It's plastic. It's not real hair, but I curled it, and it's cute. Let me stop. No more trucker tees. Shows your boy voice. Yeah, it's not. I thought that I would be successful like Nick and Carla and like Jay Rich and all the other YouTubers that do t-shirts. I thought that I would be successful. And apparently I'm not. Apparently they don't like it. That nobody likes it. Nobody's buying it. I've sold probably 4 products since I launched the website. So, you know, you learn from your mistakes and you start over. You keep redoing your game plan until something becomes successful. And I'm not about to wait months and months and months. I have to pay for this web hosting. So I'm changing it before the next time I gotta pay for the web hosting again. The only thing is I want to change the name, and I shouldn't do that, but DollFace.Nation are my fans, are you guys. So the apparel company should be called something else. And if I change that, that would suck, because then I already made business cards. But I was thinking about unapologetic apparel, I think. I don't know. Half of me is just feeling like fuck it and just erase all that shit and be done with it. Alright, Miss Pinky. Make sure you get Nick and Carla's shirt too. They got pink. I don't want to get rid of it. I love my designs. I really think it'd be really popular. Maybe I can just do the trucking merch. If I'm DollFace Trucker, maybe I just do trucking merch and live unapologetic merch. I just don't like the middle finger, so I have to find something else to put there instead of the middle finger, because I just feel like, for example, I would want Nick and Carla to support my brand, right? I don't think they're gonna wear a shirt that says "Living Unapologetic" with a middle finger. I don't think they're gonna wear that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm all about living unapologetic, but not offending people. So I have to find another thing that goes there. That's right. You're the best. Thank you. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should make a shirt that says something about child abuse and child endangerment and stuff. A positive message to get out there instead of living unapologetic. I like living unapologetic. I don't know. I've been thinking about way too... My mind, man. Where's Barb at? Shoot. My mind be everywhere. Because it's hard to find a Lady Trucker merch that's actually cute. That's true. I know, right? Because all the Lady Trucker merch, they got like the truck stops. It looks like trucker type. Like skulls and guns and crazy stuff. It's not urban. If y'all fucking with it, then fuck with it and buy it. That's all I'm saying. Go to DollFaceNation.com right now and go get you some merch. Go get it. DollFaceNation.com. You can get a shirt. It's only $20. It's $19.99 to be exact. Just one shirt. DollFaceNation.com. That's all you got to do. Just go there. Just get one shirt. It's $20. Y'all eat $20 in a day. Go get a shirt. That's all you got to do. DollFaceNation.com. Sheesh. Truckers against child abuse. I need to look and see if that's a thing. Because if it's a thing, then I can't do it. But if it's not a thing, I will make it a thing. That would be great. That would be fucking great. That would totally be great. I'll switch everything. I'll trash all these business cards and we'll be truckers against child abuse. But then I'll have to put some of those proceeds will have to go to a cause. I can't just pocket everything. Merch is weak as fuck at the truck stop. That'd be cool if I can get my merch at the truck stop, huh? If I could sell those. I wonder if I could. How do I find that out? Maybe I need to buy a t-shirt and find out who manufactures them. Who's in charge of those things? I want to sell my merch at the truck stop. That'd be awesome. That'd be great, actually. How many people actually look at those shirts, though? I'd rather sit in front of the truck stop and sell them. Sell them out of my truck. Get a whole box of shirts and just sell them out the truck stop. Be at the fuel aisle, like, hey, you want a shirt? Hey, get a shirt. But yeah, thanks for listening, you guys. It's been a long time coming. I keep telling y'all I'm gonna do a video about my life. It's gonna be a series, and I haven't done it, but I need to do it. You could design a logo sticker type of thing for truckers to buy, put on their trucks, and maybe companies will go in full force. Yeah, that's a good idea. I was thinking about that too. Well, see, I need one thing to get off the ground first before I do another one. Don't know where I wear it, but nice. Might buy something just for shits and giggles. Hired gun, you could wear something like, you could buy a DollFace shirt. If you support DollFace Nation, just buy a DollFace shirt. Or you can buy a danger truck, a handsome trucker. Oh, for the truckers against, okay. He's like a celebrity glamorous. Thank you. I missed the beginning of this chat. Yeah, you did. You gotta review it. Go back and look at it again. This is so good. This ginger ale lemonade. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jerry. Y'all, I'm on Match, right? I'm trying to do this online dating thing. I suck. I don't have the mojo no more. My inbox used to be flooded. Like, what is happening? My inbox used to be flooded with people hitting me up, and now it's just like, I didn't put a lot into my profile though. And I put different pictures. Like, I tried something different. I probably shouldn't have did that. But I suck at online dating. I want to get back to doing keto as well. I took out some hamburger meat, and I was supposed to cook it tonight, but I didn't feel good. I felt nauseous. So I want to get back to that. By the first, I'm for sure going to do it. I want it more than anything. I want to lose weight. This is too much. I gained too much weight being on this truck. Gotta let it go. Get off the weight. Get the weight off me. He's been drinking ginger ale all week. I love ginger ale. It's so good. This is great though. It looks like pee. But I'm gonna go. I don't know what else to do. The crash and burn emoji. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to date. I'm ready to find the love of my life. He would be, or she, let's start with he would be most likely African American and tall and husky or stocky, probably bald or low shaven haircut. He would not have an afro. He probably would not be a trucker. He probably would be in the legal field or law enforcement field. He would be well educated. He would be really honest and consistent. He would be a leader. He would be a provider. He would be consistent and persistent. All of that goes true for a female. I don't have a type of female though. Yeah, lawyer. I think you should drop into Northwest Georgia and go for a weekend ride with me. See her online now. You have an invitation. Thank you, hired gun. Sometimes you find what you want unexpected. That's true. I try not to look, but man, when I like somebody, I get really shy. And I don't know what to say. When somebody likes me and I'm not attracted to them, I don't know what to say. The DollFace addiction. Y'all are not addicted to me, because if you were, you'd be buying my shit. Just keeping it real. Y'all are, a lot of y'all on here just like to watch or listen. Y'all don't really fuck with me like that, and that's cool. I see what it is. I get it. I understand. But y'all are not addicted. My problem is I don't have the mark of the beast. What the hell is that? What's the mark of the beast? Tell them. It's true. People who say my day were my day ones, they ain't bought shit. People who have not been here since day one are the ones who bought something. Y'all really support. I'm not tripping though, because maybe you're not my audience. So maybe I gotta do it the old fashioned way. I don't have true followers like I just found you 2 days ago. I know, right? When the company you work for is playing with your money, it's hard to buy. That's what that's what modern women want. 666. Not the fuck, I don't even want that on my channel. Like, don't even type that. What are you talking about? What the hell? That's scary. It's weird. Scary. More scary than weird. Like, don't do that no more. Are you gonna get blocked and deleted? We don't want that energy in here. Ah, shit, he got me all fucked up. what was I talking about? Oh, Chris. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's hard to buy when they're playing with your money. Man, I feel you. You know, I was broke as shit the other day after Christmas, and you know what I did? I went on Keeping It 100's website, and I bought a mug from her so I could support her channel. I bought Nick and Carla's stuff so I can support their channel. It's kind of like it's kind of almost, don't get offended when I say this, but like paying tithes, right? You give support to give support. I support them anyway because I support the cause. I'm genuinely a fan, and I support the cause. And if I gotta sacrifice some pancakes and some ice cream to support the cause, that's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm just real like that. That's what real friends do. Even though they don't know it yet. I have to get to know you, but I like you already. You're down to earth. Thank you, Chris. I try to be. I wish more people would see that. Especially on Match. They hear I'm a truck driver, they already throw me out the window. Like, oh shit, no. Like, damn, man. Give me a chance. And then, if I'm not trying to sleep with them, they throw me out the window. That shit irks the fuck out of me. I'm so tired of men and women who just want to fuck. I can't wait to be somebody's wife. I'm gonna fuck one person for the rest of my life. And y'all, I'm not gonna have a chance. Like, sheesh. What if I became abstinent? No, I would ever have a chance ever again until I get married. Maybe I should do that. I'm halfway there. Truck driver. Maybe I should be abstinent. Abstinent trucker. That should be a shirt. Shit. I'm abstinent trucker. I ain't having no sex with nobody until I get married. I should get my own beverage. That would be great. Some cognac, some wine, or something like that. It's raining like crazy. As much as it's raining out here, I can just think about like if it was snow. If it was just like 30 degrees cooler, it would be fucking. I'll be snowed in right now. It's like crazy rain right now out here. But I'm gonna go and watch some TV and watch some videos. I'm glad I'm not like that. Like what? Abstinent? If I found you a match, I'd be thrilled. I was gonna be a match when I decided to search. If they just trying to smash, then they're not worth your time. You're smart and pretty. Don't waste your time with people like that. I don't waste my time with people like that. I have needs too. So I find one person that's going to be my friends with benefits. Oh, hired gun. I get what you're saying now. But that's not a good analogy. We got to change that. Let's make it a 7-figure income or something. 6.5 figure income. Or 6.5 foot tall. Or something like that. Like, I don't like those numbers in the sequence like that. Just don't sit right with me. You have a good night. Keep grinding with pay off when the time is right. Thank you, AC. I forgot what I was saying too. I believe that everything happens in its own time. That's true. I believe that too. I believe faith without work is dead. That should be a shirt. I was supposed to do that. I need to write that down. Faith without work is dead. When it comes to relationships, life, everything, you want something to work, you gotta like position yourself to make it happen. And I'm not in the position to find my husband or my wife because I'm on the truck. I'm a truck driver. I am not meeting nobody. I don't see nobody. Nobody sees me but y'all on YouTube. Like, and I'm picky. I like what I like. And I don't like what I don't like. And if I don't like you, I'm not going to talk to you. And if I don't think you're attractive, I'm not going to talk to you. And that's just what it is. And I have to be like that because I like what I like. Period. It's not that I don't like you. I can't say I don't like any. The people I don't like, I'm mad at. They're my enemy. So if you're not my enemy, then I like you. So I can't say if I don't like you, I don't like you. If I don't like you, you're my enemy. But if you're not my type, then I just can't. One woman and one man, I'll be with a guy, but one lady too. Shoot, I'll do that. I have a husband and a girlfriend, or a girlfriend, a wife. If I had a husband, I would have to have a girlfriend, or I would just have just a wife, and no boyfriend. But I can do a husband and a girlfriend. That's like life. That would be perfect. But my maturity senses are tingling, and I'm feeling like, nah, I might just want a husband. Only, no wife, no girlfriend. I want that whole I'm your rib thing. It's fun and all with girls, but I think it's just sexual. I don't think I could really be in a relationship with a girl. I don't think I could be married to another woman. I was already married to a woman. And when we signed those divorce papers a couple of weeks ago, it was real. Like, I don't want to talk about it. Anywho, let's read the comments. But that's what I found that most modern women are looking for in widowed men. It's considered to be damaged goods. You know what I consider to be damaged goods? This is going to be so fucking hypothetical of me. Hypocritical of me to say. Unless, well, no, not really. Damaged goods to me is someone who is mentally messed up in the head. They've been through some shit in their life and they're fucked up in the head. Because they haven't gotten through it yet and they don't know how to cope with it yet, and they let it fuck with them. They let it bother them. Good night, Jerry. You be safe too. Those are damaged goods to me. People would say I'm damaged goods. Thank you, Chris. That's my favorite color, pink. And blonde. But people would say that I'm damaged goods. But I'm not. Like, because I got molested, I don't see, that doesn't affect me today, in today's life. It used to. I got over that. I don't know how I got over it, but I got over it. I don't know how. Sexual stuff don't affect me. What affects me today, as far as like what I've been through, is my physical abuse. That affects me to this day. It will always affect me. But I don't have trust issues to the point where like I'm afraid to be alone in a room with the man because I'm afraid he's gonna hurt me. That it doesn't bother me. Like I don't flinch when people touch me, you know, stuff like that. I don't have anger issues because I think everybody's out to get me. I don't, you know, sit in the closet and cry in a corner somewhere because, you know, my life is, oh, woe is me. I'm over all of that. Everything happens for a reason, and it happens to build character. So, to me, that would be damaged goods. Until that person can learn how to not be a victim of your own circumstance. I feel like I'm about to pass out. I really really dizzy right now. It's like the truck is going like this. Therapy helps with that. I wonder if it's windy outside or if it's just me moving a lot. Am I moving? I feel dizzy as shit. What the fuck happened? Something is really wrong. So, yeah. I'll just sit back a little bit. Damaged goods, yeah. So, somebody that, you know, has mental challenges that they haven't overcome yet. To me, that's damaged goods. Somebody who has been terribly abused and hasn't overcome that, that's damaged goods. But just because they're not damaged doesn't mean that, just because they're damaged doesn't mean that they can't be salvaged. You seem well adjusted to me. People always have wrapped views of things, warped views of things. That's true. I love having this tripod because I can just put the phone everywhere. Everywhere. I can lay down. I got on all this makeup. I gotta take off before I go to sleep. I did my eyeshadow, but I suck. That light on that mirror is not bright enough. I haven't done eyeshadow in years. It's so raining so much. But I don't think damaged goods is necessarily damaged. I just think they have to be salvaged and taken care of. You can bring anything back to life except a human. There's no therapy for guys like me. We have to learn to deal with our loss on our own. There are many resources, but there are none for men. I don't know about that. I can imagine losing a spouse. I couldn't imagine that. I'd be so lost. That's probably the only reason why I probably feel like I would not get married. A fear of like, I wouldn't get married to somebody that can pass away. Like, it sounds bad, but I wouldn't marry somebody who like had cancer. Cause you're gonna leave me. You may not, but you might, and I don't want to go through that. Is that rude? I think I agree with him. Men are expected to be so strong. Nah, man, it's alright to cry when it comes to stuff like that. Don't cry because a female broke your heart and you begging her to stay and you crying on bended knee. No, that's not cute. But if somebody passed away that you love, yes, that's cool. Like, shed the tears. I don't judge you. I'll shed them with you. Let's cry together. I got your back, you got mine. Let's hold each other. Like, I don't like macho men like that. I don't like macho men who feel like men can't cry. Men aren't supposed to cry. My dad is like that, but he says soldiers don't cry. But when his wife died, it was something crazy. I never seen my dad like that before. I don't want to talk about that either. That's terrible. I have been drinking water. This is my first time drinking something other than water. Well, you're allowed to have bad days with me. I don't judge you. This is a very comfortable position. My arms are stuck up here. I have to like actually pop it out. And just sit there. It helps me stretch my shoulders. I'm sleepy now. Talking to y'all has made me kind of tired. I just haven't been feeling good lately. I've been really nauseous. I think Aunt Flo is coming to visit. That's why I've been sick. If I was pregnant, I would have to go through this. But it don't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. So, what up, Antoine? You know, I'm about to get off of here, Antoine. You are an hour and 15 minutes late. The other video I did, I was like all over the place. But if you guys are here, you've watched my video, and you're just now tuning in, thank you so much for viewing and watching. I appreciate everything. I appreciate y'all sticking with me. What? What kind of duo are you talking about? Why you delete the message, Rodney? My therapy is my motorcycle and therapy. That's what's up. What kind of duo are you talking about, Chris? Like sexual duo, or like video conference call thing? Which direction are you going with that? I respect them too much to do anything sexual with them. They're awesome. Is that what you're talking about? Like a couple? Oh, hell yeah, I'll do that. Definitely. Not with them, but I would definitely do that. I would do a team with yeah, I would do that. Hey dog, glad I caught you on live. I'm a local truck driver from Arkansas. Been keeping up with you for a while now. Much respect. Stay strong. Keep grinding. Stay fine. You'll find someone. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I know I'll find somebody. Just not right now. Not while I'm on the truck. Oh, the rain is making me sleepy. It's pouring. Let's look. Do y'all hear it? I got my saltines up here. You hear the rain? Yeah. Can you imagine if it was snowing right now? My truck finally got a car wash down. Much needed car wash. I remind you of Marilyn Monroe. I love Marilyn Monroe. I love me some Marilyn Monroe. I'll put this there. No. No, that won't work. I guess my makeup did come out good. Man, it was snowing everywhere in California. Everywhere. Oh my goodness. I'll just do that. There are YouTube videos on rain therapy so you can sleep. I like listening to the rainforest, actually. That's what I listen to. The rainforest. That man almost ran into my truck with his body. It's raining so much outside. Remember my name. I'll be in touch. Okay, I will. I'm about to go though. I'm actually sleepy. I wonder if they'll let me, like, I want to go to the case. It seems like every time I get these loads, I literally get there so early. And I actually have to sit at a truck stop forever and a day. This is not what I need to be doing right now, because I need to get as many miles as I possibly can in before. But I ain't leaving till you do. Let me think of something. I gotta pick up my next load tomorrow at 11 p.m. What the fuck? I'm trying to get as many miles in before Tuesday. A whole day worth of miles is supposed to be gone. Anywho. I'll be taking a road trip to SM in the spring. Maybe we can meet up, a cup of coffee on the way through. Okay. That's what's up. I would say about 2 years of my life was single due to the last girl I dated. Sex messed up. I was not ready as she was. Still to this day, I think you're finding about that person too. You gotta sit a whole day. I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna be in this truck chilling. It's just I hope I don't have to pee anytime soon because I don't want to walk in the rain. But I'm gonna be up here chilling, watching TV. I might do a video. I might cook some food. Just depends on how I feel. I don't know. But I'm gonna go, y'all, for real this time. Now make sure to check out Nick and Carly's channel. And go to their website, nickandcarly.com. Get your Live Life for a Living merch. Support the cause. And make sure you go to DollFace.Nation.com and support the cause. Support the trucking shirts, Black Love, whatever shirts y'all see. There are a lot on there. Alright? Talk to you later, guys. Bye.